And now, a public service announcement from your folks at Team GRF TV. The one and the only, the triple to G.O.D. That is, of course, me. The squadron always rolling with me, and you alive right here with us, right here on Team GRF TV. And of course, you heard announcer's voice, man. Hell yeah. Your folks here at Team GRF have a special public service announcement just for you because, you know what I'm saying? We always giving you that news that you need and keeping you aware so you can make your best decisions. Speaking of those best decisions, we need to get Big Cuz Google Chrome up in here because she's got something she wants to show you. We need to go through it so you understand what's going on so you can make your best decision. So with all of that being said, Google motherfucking Chrome, where you at, baby? Yeah, keep it nice and solid, you know what I'm saying? Just bring it in. Yo, make a small adjustment over here in the hood. I'm holding down your bottom left. Welcome to Dead or Alive 5 Last Round, a game you haven't cared about in I don't know how long. And I'm not saying you don't care about it, but Dead or Alive 6 is out. This character is in that video game, along with Cooler Diamond. So why would we be talking about Dead or Alive 5 Last Round? Well, I don't know. This. Or maybe that, if that's what you're into. But that's kind of sort of why we're here, but not where we're here. We are here today because of the following two sentences, which I will now read to you that I've highlighted just so that we illustrate our point here. The sale of this content will be discontinued after September 11th, 2019. You still will be able to continue to use the content you've already purchased. Now, let me give you a little insight on this. I learned about this 2 weeks ago because, you know what I'm saying, I don't stay up to date with Dead or Alive as much as I should because it's a game I don't own. It's a game that I don't play regularly. So this information almost slid right past me and I would have never known it. But since I've known about what this is, I've been trying to figure out like how or why and trying to get through the point of, because that's kind of where we are. Because this is what you're telling me. You're telling me that the character who is in your new game can no longer be used in your own game after tomorrow, according to the description that I'm reading here, and everything with her and everything related to it, given that we've dealt with this once when it comes to Dead or Alive 5, that this is a problem. That don't make no sense. You would think that it may be kind of financially feasible for a company to be, well, we getting the license to use you in our new game. Let's just end the contract. Let's just get the re-up for this. I'm assuming that since Dead or Alive 6 came out, Dead or Alive 5 is no longer a priority for Team Ninja in any way. And that is a bad precedent given that probably very few people in the world, and I'm just saying it just on front, actually have a completed set of costumes that go over this game's whole generational shift from where it started from the original Dead or Alive 5 vanilla to where Last Round ended before Dead or Alive 6 came out. And we talking about costumes from special effects, costumes that were crossover costumes that we lost the Fairy Tale and Attack on Titan stuff and the previous delisting, and costumes you can't even get because you had to pre-order this or you had to be there. Dead or Alive 5 is nuts. And you would even think that, you know what, actually never mind that. We are talking about Koei Tecmo here. You were locked out of DLC content because you didn't play another game which the theme unlocked the DLC for you to use. Yeah, so it is what it is. But the thing is that just like when the Attack on Titan and the Fairy Tale content disappeared, is that not only is Ma going bye-bye, also this season pass is going bye-bye with this exclusive Teacher Neo Tengu costume. So, at this juncture, and I'm going to say this because it needs to be said, what's important here mainly is that other than Mob disappearing on next update tomorrow morning, when on the Thursday PSN update, you lose her, you lose this costume. The thing is that this also, because now I'm gonna give you a visual to look at. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be that wrong to you. I'm gonna give you a visual, right? Look, given how much licensed stuff and crossovers is in this game, this game is slowly but surely going to be a fraction of what it was by the time everything expires. Cause what? You've got Arc System Works costumes, Senran Kagura crossover shit. I'm like, what else? We Aqua stuff in here, the Tatsunoko stuff. So here's the thing at this junction. that I just want to just get out there to you because there's a little bit more to this story. Is when this stuff was going on sale, it was kind of like, well, it's going on sale. I'll catch it on sale next time. You may not have that because I got a feeling that we are going to be coming back to this subject again when it's time for like the Arc System Works and the Tatsunoko stuff for you to start buying these season passes with these costumes. So it's like from now on, keep an eye on these season passes when they're on sale. Grab them. Look at the content, and if there's anything licensed in it, grab the season pass because it's not like Team Ninja has made any attempt to put up the special Ayane costume that came with the other season pass. It's not like this Neo Tengo costume is going to come back in any way, but let's just sit up here and say this. Someone's archived this somewhere, and 99.9% of people who could have access to that shit, you know what I'm saying, they have it, and you 1% who don't, you just not going to have it for a very long time until breaking down these consoles get to a way to where you can install stuff. Unless you go to a pawn shop and go buy a hackable version of a console like that or something like that. Or if you download stuff from Steam or whatever, because at this juncture, let's just be for real. The only reason this stuff still gets the right to exist is because people are doing what they can to preserve it. I'm not sitting up here saying go out here and become a Gokaijin. Not saying that. But I probably should because I kind of am. But at the same time, it is horrible, shitty business practices like these, which videos like this exist for, because this is stupid. This is dumb. Because let's get back to the point. You were telling me that the character from your former game that you now have a license to use in your new game, it didn't dawn on you to be like, yo, let's re-up. That just shows that Dead or Alive Last Round ain't making no money no more. Because if it was, you probably would be delisting this shit. The killer part of this, and here's the killer, and this is where it's legitimately important. Mai's a DLC character. Mai has never been on a physical disc. She has always been a digital entity. So when she disappears tomorrow, there is no hard copy for this character. The only technical hard copy, and we're going to be live, that exists is whoever it was that bought the DLC on Steam, and you can download that off a website. And that's real talk at this juncture. Mai will only exist in SF porn from now on because, yeah. So, if you are interested in this character, if you are interested in this costume that we've been staring at for the past couple of minutes, you need to get this ASAP, that today. Because again, I was hoping that in the sale where Dead or Alive 6 is on sale, like the core game and its deluxe edition or whatever, that they would have, as a last hurrah, would have put this on sale. You would think more companies would learn from what happened with DuckTales. But also what happened with DuckTales, which I am personally responsible for and I apologize to the streets for, is that now on eBay, prices for the game have skyrocketed. But gladly I own those copies on the shelf when I found them for $5, $6 at a Walmart. So, you know, it is what it is. However, there's even another little twist to this, and let's get over here with it. No matter what it is you decide to do, and I will have all the links in the description for the Steam version, for the Xbox version and all this, you need this. Without this, the character don't work. Like, and that was another thing that I thought was kind of weird with how these games, that these catalogs and stuff, is that even if you own the character, you still have to download this catalog in order for you to use the costume. So then, if you don't download this today, it disappears tomorrow, and you buy it and you don't get this, then you can't use the character or its costume because it needs this to work. And it's like, really? You don't say. But that's where we are right now. Oh, no bullshit, for real. This is where we are. So, if all you interested in is Mai the character, this is what you get. Because you can get Mai the character by herself with no additional costume, or you can get this. It's like if you're trying to get Mai and you're just trying to absorb all that, you might as well just spend the $16, call it a day. If the Neo Tengu costume being exclusive and it disappearing, and given what history say because the Ayane costume disappeared and never come back, you're going to have to shell out $93. So it just is what it is with that. So all you people that was acting all extra ass surprised when the season pass was $90 when Dead or Alive 5 came out, yo, welcome to the past years of us dealing with Dead or Alive 5 content. So it is what it is. This is a must. I will have links in the description for all of this stuff. So I will have a link for it. So I'll be updating I'll be updating the description all day with all the different links because this is the last day you can get all of these things. So if it matters to you and you want it and you need it as a part of your collection, because that's another video. I'll just keep this part of it sweet just like this. The longer we go on as part of a digital world, the more it should matter that your digital collection matters. Because y'all know what's over here in the cut past the fam over here. I got physical copies all day on the shelf, in a closet, in boxes and things. That's why I still value physical copies of video games, because of bullshit like this. But even having physical copies don't stop bullshit like this from happening, because it's bullshit that's going to continue to happen. But I'm just saying, it just is what it is. But I just want to let you know what your options are, because knowing that information is important. But I want to leave this off on a good note. You know what I'm saying? Just give you a little bonus that, yeah, we losing some more content, but one of the best beat 'em ups I done played since Streets of Rage Remake is $4 on Steam. So go buy Fighting Rage, fam. I'm like, the thing is that depending on what it is that you want to need, is that it's like, if you're not a part of the Steam family and don't want to spend $4 or give Gaben any of your money, wait for the GOG version to go on sale. I'm like, I was able to snatch a Steam version on the low for $2, and I was able to snatch Fighting Rage for GOG for like $3, like a couple of months ago when it was a part of a bundle. So if you shop around long enough, you'll be able to get a version that suits your needs. It's like, both Fighting Rage for Steam and on GOG are the same exact version of the video game, except GOG don't have the Steam bullshit in it. So if you don't want the Steam bullshit, wait for a sale. Follow Seb Games Dev over on Twitter or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that you know, because every time the stuff goes on sale, they always have a note for it. And there's been a couple times where I wanted to make a video, but it wasn't content heavy enough for me to make one to say, well, Fighting Rage is on sale, you should buy it. But since we talking about mine, I didn't want to leave us on just a bitter note of costume and character disappearing with a whole bunch of bullshit, because Koei Tecmo don't understand how DLC works. I'm like, you know what? We could talk about like how like every different version of like a video game that Koei Tecmo's released over the past decade, depending on what region you're in, has some kind of missing DLC in it. So that's a whole nother conversation. I was also supposed to make that video about how much it costs to own all these costumes. Well, it's getting pretty expensive, and costumes are starting to disappear like wildfire, so it's finna get more expensive. This is just business, and it is what it is. So bring it back to me if you don't mind. Thank you. Let's make some small adjustments here. Hello, let me get over here and take me a drink. I hope y'all don't mind. I'm gonna take me a drink before we get up out of here. Press the right button. Water is wonderful. Ding, ding, ding. Look, like I said, I will have all the links in the descriptions for everything that you need to grab, whether you owning this game on the PS3 through the lineage of the PS4, through Xbox 360 and Xbox One, or whether it's on Steam. I will have all the links for everything you need, so you need to get on this by the end of the day, because again, I know when PSN gonna update. That update is gonna happen tomorrow, 10 o'clock Central Standard, triple the God time. That's all I know. I don't got like, because that's the story that I keep up with. The thing is, given in the past, it can happen. It can happen on the Xbox store a lot sooner, and Steam do whatever the fuck it wanna do. So, if you are interested in this content while it's still available, and as of the recording of this video and me uploading it, it's available on Steam still. It's available on Xbox, and you can still get it. So if you've thought about getting it, you know, you need to shell over that 16 or that 92 or some flanganagle in between to try to get this to work for you, because once my disappear, you ain't gonna have another chance to get at that character, because unless somebody's really going to legitimately do the work to relicense that character for you to play as that character in a video game, that character is going to be mostly lost to time forever. Digital future, my ass. Regardless of that, plenty of more show for you. You made it to the end of this. You forgot who it is. That is, I'm of course the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D, aka Mr. CRACKCLCINE. Hashtag entertainment's #1 dope man. Beat it one more time. Beat it one more time. The baddest monster in existence, I thought you knew. The squadron always got my back squish murder in the crew, the congregation. Betsy, Jenny, Magdalene holding down your uno, your doses, your traces, your cuatros, baby. Stay with it on these streets, man. Look, you made it to the end of this. If this is your first time through, there are some things you can do. Subscribe buttons and bells, like, dislike buttons, links to social media, links to ways to support the show with your cash money. Plenty of links, and all those links for all this stuff that we talked about today will be in there too. So plenty of information for you to delve in on and make some adult decisions about how you're going to spend your cash money today and how much it did your future actually sucks. So, scatter. Just go. We got plenty more show for you. Don't worry about that. Sit back, relax, and stay tuned. All that good shit. Me, the squadron, we'll be here. You just bring your ass back here and do it right after these commercial messages. Let me take a drink real quick, because we can't end it like that. We could, but for all my throwback people, my Shuri Nui 10 Power Nippon Ichi bitch. More show for all of y'all right after these commercial messages.